Right then, so I think I'm recording. I apologise if I sound like a dirty phone call on my tank bag. If I sound like a dirty phone call, it's because it takes a bit of effort getting ready to one bike. I've got everything. We just double check that I've locked the door. I think I have. I have. This is Derek. Call him Derek because there's a fighter in UFC called the Black Beast. His real name is Derek. So let's see if today is the day where I can actually ride properly and record properly. I got my visor up at the minute. Let me get to about 30-40 mile an hour and see how it sounds. So basically I've had a right mess about. I had a drift ghost and it died. Only used it a handful of times. And the quality was quite good. But this quality is 4K. So obviously much better quality. But it died, so I've gone and got a GoPro Hero 9, which weren't cheap. And they're apparently the best ones on market for being able to moto vlog. So it cost a pretty penny for the GoPro, but then the microphone I was using wouldn't fit in the GoPro. So I've gone and got another microphone, not another microphone, I went and had to get an attachment so the microphone would fit. But it didn't work because GoPro, they like the money. And they make you buy GoPro only products. So I had to spend 90 quid on a media mod, which then allowed me to be able to use my microphone. Except every time I've tried to use it and put it in some kind of position, all I've heard is wind noise. So I pulled the padding out of my helmet, put it under the padding, and hopefully that's going to take away the wind noise. Hopefully. This is like attempt 5 at trying to do a video with sound on the GoPro, so hopefully this time 5th time's a charm. But as for where I'm riding, I'm not really sure. I might have a ride and see some of my old houses. So that'll be a trip round Golthorpe, Fernsker, Malton and Bexborough. Sounds like a good plan, doesn't it? I've just been talking to Steve, one of my friends, and he uses a GoPro when he's underneath the car. He's like me, he likes his technology in that. He's a bit handy with a lot of things. So he's like, does little bits and bobs on his cars and vans and stuff and films it. So he can like do some kind of tutorial. I don't know about you guys, but there's been many a time when I've not known how to do something. So I just go on YouTube. It tells me. Right, so I can hear wind now. I'm going 30. Going 40, and I can hear wind. I don't know how it sounds on the inside of the helmet. But either way, I'm going to put the visor down because that cuts the wind noise off anyway. It might sound a bit more muffled, but in another way, I'm hoping it don't because it's underneath all that padding. So, please God. I'm wearing my cross. I've got Jesus up on my arm, look, with rosary beads. And I used to go to Sunday school and stuff like that, and I used to go to church. So, come on, God, help me out. Don't be a bastard. Oh, this breeze is beautiful. Yeah, so a bit about me that people don't know. I was born in 1982 on New Year's Eve. I've got 3 brothers. Stephen been the oldest, Jamie been just younger than me, Matt's a couple of years younger than him. And then my dad, for lack of a better expression, he likes wedding cake. He got married a few times, and he had another son called Nathan, who he's just younger than our Matt. And it breaks my heart every day, because we're getting old now. We've not seen each other for years and years and years. I think I'd last seen him at 18 months old, and I've searched and searched and searched, because he has nothing to do with my dad. I've searched and searched and searched. I managed to get hold of him when he turned 16. He's got to be nearly 50 now. He might be older. But we did manage to reconnect, which were absolutely amazing. And we grew quite a good friendship and familyship, I don't know. But either way, it was absolutely brilliant. But now we're working, and he's got a partner, they've got a child. Child already there, but our Nathan treats him like his own. He's absolutely fantastic. We coaches his football team, do everything together. That kid, I think he actually calls him dad, so he does really well. So there's that. I got married when I was about 20. Now I've been 22 because my oldest son is 18 nearly. I've got another lad who's 14 next week. I've got a girl at 20. A girl at 12, sorry. That marriage didn't work after 13 years. It worked out. She was having a lot more sex than I was, so we got divorced. I lost my house. I stopped seeing my kids. I had to go to court to pay for them. Now I've got 50-50 custody. So any dad who's out there saying you can never beat the system, sometimes being honest does work. All our way we're honest. So that ended the divorce. I had a few relationships after that, no special, and then I met Tracy. And that was it basically. We spent every single minute together. We ended up moving in together after a while because she's got 3 kids as well. Their ages now are 12 like my little girl, 20 and 21, 19 and 21. So she's got 2 girls and a boy, I've got 2 boys and a girl. They all seem to get along, so that's good. But we ended up having to move in together because I've got a 2-bedroom house after the divorce, and Tracy's got 3-bedroom house. Hers were bigger. We ended up moving in together. We got married. We've been married just over a year. We've ended up getting a bigger place. Now we've got a bedroom. We've got a house with 5 bedrooms. But my God, we do have to work to keep it and maintain it. everything. None of us, through both of us previous marriages, we both kind of got screwed out of everything. I got screwed out of my house and lot. And Tracy's still down as a registered owner of her old house because her ex-husband just kind of won't. He won't put his finger out, he won't do anything. So we've had to go back into renting market and we're paying £1,000 a month in rent. So it's quite a lot. What else? Yeah, so we're moving together, we're happy as two pigs in shit. Obviously we don't chickadee on everything. That's part and parcel of doing something, isn't it? Ideally, if you could pick your own everything, you'd have a opposite gender of yourself, wouldn't you? Mind you, I don't like myself most of the time, yeah, so that probably won't work. But I seem to have a lot of the same interests and stuff like that. And we've never spent a day apart. I've got my bike, obviously. Now when I first started off, funny story, when I first got this bike, so I ran about, me and Shane, we thought occasional ride on 125s. He won't come out with me now because he's like, I'm not going to right wheel because your bike's too fast. And I've tried saying to him, it doesn't matter how fast bike is, I'll still, like, you'll keep up with me. I'm only going to drive the speed of it. It's more about just coming out top ride, isn't it? You don't have to go proper fast. Whereas if I offered Steve was like, no mate, I'll be on that wheel all the time, I drive like a knobhead. And he loves it. Whereas I like to just drive. I don't need to do wheelies and stuff like that. I only tried doing a wheelie once. And it was a Andy Lumley's bike. He was 16, we'd just got his first ever 125. No, his first ever 50cc's. And he got a moped. And he just used to go from street to street on back wheel, dragging his feet. He got steel toe cap boots on, so he got sparks flying behind him all the time. And I tried wheel it once, so I broke his number plate off, so he never let me try it again. But wheeling's not, it's not something that really bothers me. Anyway, so I got to 125, me and Shane were going out and went to like New Millerdam. And we'd go there, we'd stop, we'd have a cup of tea. And then a fag and just chill, have a chat, and then we'd head back, and it was good. So I were only used to a 125, so when I get to this is 600. I've never been on something that was quick. I mean, don't get me wrong, even a 125 bike, 0 to 60, it'd probably still blow a normal car. You know, they're still really, really quick. But they only go about 60 miles an hour. As I got on this, and I got on motorway, and I mean, that's how fast you catch up to somebody. It's stupidly fast. And I look down at speed, I'm doing 90 miles an hour, and I absolutely shit my pants. And then I look down again, and I was going nearly 100, and I'm just like struggling to stay on it. I'm like, I've never had wind in me like that. It'll like try to blow me off at bike. So I've had this couple of months now, and I'm used to it. I know what I can do on it. And if I want to go fast, I can go fast. I know that I can drive steady on it. But I'm not one of them that really likes to go stupidly fast. If I see an open bit of road, I might go and get a smash light, might gear down and wind it on. I'm just not a daredevil kind of rider. I think I just don't want to. I've had friends who's been daft on bikes and hurt their ends. I've had friends who's come off and lost their lives, so it's not worth messing about, is it? It's not worth killing yourself. I just couldn't do it. Anyway, we're in Thurnske now. When I hit comp, so 12-year-old, 11, 12, we moved here to a street called Norman Street. You'll see a house in a minute. Where that lorry is at top, behind that there's a school, the Hill School. That's where our Matty went when we first moved, because he was still in primary. But between these two trees here you can see an house, white on top, yellow on bottom. Quite a nice big house. Well, that's where I lived for a couple of years. In fact, I'll have a closer look. It's actually up for sale. It's nice and quiet here. It weren't when we lived here, like. Yeah, that's where we used to live. The first day that we moved in, because Thurnske were quite rough for kids. All kids thought they were solid. And me and our young ended up going out and tackling about, I think there were about 8 or 9 other kids, and they'd all got sticks and stuff. So we were out and we were scrapping the first day we were there. So from there we moved. I'm going to go a long way just because I can. But some of Thurnske is actually quite alright. I think the generations changed it as well. Like I said, when we were kids, it was horrible. This wasteland here, my granddad used to have a pub there called the Fairways. Oh, look at this pigeon. Used to be a church on one of these roads. Because this road was a school run. And for the life of me, I just can't remember which street it was. And they've changed so much around here now. I never even used to come this far up. In fact, I think I did a couple of times when we were kids. We'd play cornfields and nick people's taters from allotments, you know, as you do, because you're kids and you're little shits. It's not very nice for a bike right there, like. I should have known that before I turned up it. Sure finger at Man United flag. Oh, there's a nice three-wheeler there. I'd have a three-wheeler. On the Goldwing. It's a Goldwing Goldwing three-wheeler. So I'm back to that pub again now. Oh, if I'd known it was turning. I still know quite a few people around here, because I still do a lot of gigs in Thurnscoe and that. Am I even still recording? I think so. I think I am. I'm just hoping that all this bullshit I'm talking is actually coming through. It's just a pain in the ass. I go for an half an hour ride, 40-minute ride, to find out it's not worked. And that is a pain in the anal glands. Home is where we park it. I think that's a camper. I've been after a camper. I really want a camper. Like really want a camper. More motorhome than camper. Thurnscoe train station. Oh my word! I used to wag it from school. Here's the train station, just up here. I used to wag it from school, and for a good 2 weeks I just used to go and chill in there. Fantastic. And not many people caught trains from Thurnscoe train station, so I got a lot of time. Right, normally when I come up, I'm normally go up that way, but I'm gonna go up a long way around. Not long way, opposite way. But these gardens are here. This used to be a tennis courts. We'd all go in there. In fact, I think it's still there. It's overgrown. But we used to go there and have a good time, me and Shane, and just used to be a gang who was always playing football. Ginnel here, just after this bus stop, after this double gate, there's a ginnel. I'll get to that story in a minute. Because up here is where I used to go to school, in camp. Yeah, that ginnel. My first bike, 125, when I turned 17. So I got this bike, I had it for about 2 months, and a lad nicked it out of the garden at 4 o'clock in the morning, out of the shed. So I goes out looking for him. My mother's driving, just me and this lad called Anthony French, looking for my bike. I got a bat. I saw a bike going down that ginnel, looked just like mine, except it had been stripped. And this kid saw me and tried to just go straight past me, but I hit him with bat, knocked off the bike, and I held him down for coppers to come. Coppers come, got him, and he said he found it at 5 o'clock in the morning in a ditch. Got away with it. Through it, I'd lost my job and everything. This house with this old lady's just gone in. You see, that was my old house, except that's where my old house used to be. It got all knocked down. And they built new. So yeah, that's sees his kid riding about, fully legal. I'd lost my job and everything because I got no transport to work no more, so I lost my job. A couple of months later, he's riding about fully legal, and I'm there with nothing. So, oh, that track's just gone by again. Right, I like it. Oh, that's fun. Oh, stalled it. That weren't good, was it? That weren't good at all, that. I was too busy just idling. And then I packed me on. Dickhead. Traffic lights. So that were two of my houses. What else might you not know? Well, 2 years ago, on 19 stone, fat, proper chunky monkey, proper blubber monster, whatever. And when I was going to get married to our lass, I was like, I'm sick of being fat. I want to see me willy now. When I go for the wee, I want to see me willy and my feet. So I started to go to the gym. In about 6 months I'd lost 4 stone. And then it took me a good couple more months to lose that last stone. It's easy to lose when you're already big. Once you start getting smaller, it's a lot harder to lose somewhere. So all in all, I've lost 5 stone. But now I'm trying to put a little bit back on because I'm weight training. My belly's got a lot smaller and my arms have got a lot bigger. When I say a lot bigger, I mean I don't even know how to. My biceps were about an average 14. I think a male's bicep is average on 14 and mine are 16 and a half now, so well, there you go. And that's through 5 days a week, out between 4 and 6 on average, but I try to get 5 days a week. I'm there for a good hour at least every day. And then you'll see somebody you've not seen for ages and like, chuffing hell, what's that done? Has I been on steroids or something? Like, yeah mate, of course I have, yeah. I'm munching on them now. Idiots. But I suppose when you've not seen somebody for that long, I mean, I even saw somebody at the gym who I reckon were on them. I saw him and then he had a month off, and then when I saw him again he was like twice the size, easily twice the size. You know what, I'm gonna actually, when he starts good, I'm gonna go that way. Yeah, because we're now in Bolton and our matty set it on fire. We all said it was our matty. I think it was a plug socket, dodgy wiring. So yeah, I lost all that weight through hard work, a lot of hours. I feel fitter now than I did when I was 28. So that's all good. about my singing stuff. We can talk about that. So my singing started off a group called It The Mark. Mark passed away a couple of years ago, bless him. I started off with him at 3-piece. Weren't much cob. I was the best art at 3 of us. I'm gonna say that, but I really were. As I get more into the story, you'll understand why I'm not being big-headed when I say it. From that, my mate Steve, he was looking at starting something new up. So we started another 3-piece called Unforgettable, soul and Motown trio. Everything was soul and Motown, but really good. Stuck at that for 7 years. And then that split. Somebody in the group were knocking other women off, and his wife kind of says, right, if you want us to have a chance, you stop singing. The big kicker about it is, it was his day job, not the singing, where they were actually diddling somebody else. But it's actually, this is like a good 10 odd years ago. He now lives with this woman, he's divorced from his wife, and he's back singing just with somebody else. After Unforgettable, I started my own boy-girl duo up, and that went for about 3 years. That was good. It like kind of got my name out there as like the lead, you know what I mean? And then I went solo. And from me going solo, I then kind of went to having a tribute show. And the tribute did really well. Tribute to Frankie Valli, it's actually won UK's top tribute. As a solo singer, I've actually won 3 times now UK's top solo singer. I set a 4-piece group up that went in theatres and stuff, and that won best 4-piece. So with singing and stuff, it's doing really, really, really well. I'm quite successful with it. I'm good at what I do. I've now set another tribute up, which is a night at the movies. So everything you hear is from a film. Start off Saturday night at the movies, and then I'll go into stuff like My Girl, Every Day It's Getting Closer from Buddy Holly, Stand By Me, and I'll come out and I'm wearing like that guy that's going to sell you some popcorn in Interval. I'm dressed like him. Red and white stripes waistcoat, red and white striped top hat. Yeah, it's like a top hat. It's not a top hat, it's like a waiter's hat kind of thing. So it looks quite smart, and I put some 3D glasses on. I give them to the crowd, and they all put them on, and it's just turned into a bit of a party atmosphere rather than a run-at-mill gig. And I come out second spot, and I'm there with T-Bird's jacket on. Do a couple of songs from Greece. Take the jacket off, and then in a vest, and it's more like Johnny from Dirty Dancing. So I'll do them, and then I've got like a 30-second window from pressing play on one song. Then I've got to take my top off, slap a white shirt on, a black tie, a top hat and some sunglasses, and I come out doing Everybody Needs Somebody. So I'm a blues brother. So a bit of work goes into it, like, and when I did it, I'm not the best dancer, but I'm trying my best and putting actions together, and it did end up, it was a brilliant show, brilliant. I'm booked back So, and other people's booking it, so it's going down, and nobody else is doing it. And that's what I try to look for. I've not actually got a bad business head. Oh, I come down Bolton, I've completely, I got lost blabbering. I've completely skipped the house that's set on fire. Oops. I'll tell you something. For somebody who doesn't ride, they don't get it. I've been trying to get our last to have a ride, and she's like, no. I think it's one of them. It's a bit daunting getting on a bike. It's got power, it can chuck you off, you know. But I think getting up back of somebody, you're at their mercy kind of thing, aren't you? If they're not very good on it, or if they decide to be a dick and they want to wheelie and try and show off, you're still at their mercy. And our Joel, he didn't want to get on, and then he did, and now he just wants to get on it all the time. But I could have swung for him last time we come on back. I've had a petrol leak because of it. He, as I was pulling up, I thought he was clever and tried jumping off before I'd like got my feet down and stuff, and I nearly dropped bike. I think because it leant so far over, I had a petrol leak that day while I was in garage. I didn't know. So when I come to it a couple of days later, our lass is saying, stinks of petrol in there, stinks of petrol in there. Yeah, because it had leant so far, some had leaked out down my fairing, and because it's been left here, it's burnt through my fairing. I've got a rate mark. So I weren't very happy. But back to why people do like bikes. This freedom. It's fantastic. And people say that bikes are unsafe. You make it unsafe. The same as having a car. You're the one that's driving your car like an idiot. So you kind of, there's things that you can't account for, like other idiots on the road. But if you're driving safe, I mean, I don't even think I've got speed limit on bike yet today. But I know that if I want to, I can get a wine and it'll go. But I don't need to. I might enjoy myself. But anyway, again, going off topic. If you've ever rode a push bike, right, you get to 2 or 3 miles an hour and the bike kind of holds itself up. Your bike kind of takes over. It's the same with this, like nah, non-hands, right? You think, wow, he's brave doing that, but it's harder for the bike to fall over while it's in motion. You look at, get a 2p coin and roll it. Well, whenever it's moving, that is going to stay upright. And the bike's got like a counterbalance to it. It's like if I push this hand forward, it makes my bike lean, and I'm turning it opposite way. It's weird. So for me to turn left, I kind of push my handlebar right. See, push, pull, push, pull. It's weird. It's a lot easier to stay on the bike than it is to fall off it. Anyway, that's enough mumbling about bikes. Coming up, the Mighty Roman, my mum's pub. We're here. Spend every Tuesday night in there. playing pool. Because I loves my pool, me. I loves my pool, I do. A captain team. We're not the best team in world, like, but we do get a good old college try. We're college try, where college try come from, but we do give it a good old college try, and we get pissed, which is what pool nights is about. And then our lass also, she was in there with her best mate on a Saturday, which is how we met. And it just so happens that her best mate is my sister-in-law. And I found this out when I got my own house after splitting up with my ex-wife. And I walks in from a gig all suited and booted on a Saturday night. She's out partying, and I hear this, "Hello!" I can't do it as loud as her because I break microphone. But we gets to talking and find out that we liked each other, and things progressed from there, and now we're married. Right, you're going to see a for sale sign when I look left. Top house, second to top house. It says sold. That is the house that we lived in when I first met Trace. So I've shown you a few houses up to now. Uncle Les, and that's Sarah's ice cream van. Now this house, we all castle access and all this stuff, and that's the house I grew up in, from being 3 till being about 12. So that's another house you've seen. And I'm going to finish off with the house I'm in now. There's next door neighbour one side, Tracy. She knew her from school, I think it is, and they're nice enough. But we don't really, not really try to be busy mates with any of his neighbours or all like that. But we have occasional chat over the fence. And then neighbour's other side, he's a policeman. CID is just up for retirement, and they're nice guys, to be fair. I hear him shouting at my cat a lot, but he's got artificial grass, and my cat keeps going over and shitting on his grass, and you know, I try not to let her out at back, try to let her out at front, but you can't stop her, and it's a pain in the arse. And he's been and bought you know, like them noise things that kind of keep cats and stuff out of your garden. Well, they're not working. Cats just like, they just don't deter. So Paul, if you're watching this, I know that the cat shits in your garden, and I am sorry. If I could stop her from doing it, I would. Yes, I'm nearly home. Nearly home, man. Oh, you're going to say I lost his car as well. I got a big white Nissan Serena with like an L-Grand, you could camp on it and everything, like an 8-seater, and that's what I use for work. I could have my gear in it and still have room for kids. But it were a twat. If it broke, it cost a fortune, because it's an import and everything had to be imported. Couldn't get parts for it. Just everything would have pain in the arse. There's one day I said, come on, I'm going out. jumps in car, takes her to a dealer's, which has got the car that she said she'd always wanted. She even told me what colour, and I managed to find the car that she wanted in right colour and everything. I took her to get it, got rid of my car, got her that one. She's over the moon. She doesn't let me drive it. Partly my fault because I got her a black box. I didn't read insurance thingy properly. I've got an insurance policy with a black box on it, so she won't let me drive it because I drive like an idiot. But here it is, look. So you got Mr. J, that's my baby, always has been. Shannon's car, and then red one. And she absolutely loves it. Like I said, she won't let me drive it. I love that about this house. I press a button and voila. And here we are, back at home, and that is the end of my story.